Hello, and welcome to part 2 of my Rodem, I still haven't figured out how you pronounce it, slime video. I'm going to be showing you the second half of the slimes I got, and in this half, I'll be showing you all of the fun DIY mix-em kind of slimes. I'll show you what I mean with the first one. I'm going to start with the one that I am most excited about, and it is going to be our clay slime. As you can see, they put the clay in a container and they wrapped it in shrink wrap or plastic wrap. I also did open it up at one point just to spray some mist into the shrink wrap because I was worried about it getting dry since I have waited basically a month to record this. But before we add that into the slime, I would like to see what the slime is like without it in there. Oh, and it looks like they gave us some charms and there's some sparkles in there. It looks like gold bars and gold coins. I did get these around New Year's, so I think that it is New Year's themed. The name of this slime is Rose Gold Bloom Slime. And here you can see right here, Rose Gold Bloom. And then it has little text that says Coated Clear DIY Clay Slime. So it looks like it's coated clear slime, and then we're going to add clay to it. My hands are lotioned, so I'm having a little trouble. Alright, I did not think I was going to be able to get that open. That took a lot of force. I think the slime's probably overflowing into the lid since they make their containers too small. If you saw part 1, I talked about that a bit. I put it in my shirt and I used my shirt as a grip, so. Let's see. Ooh, that looks so beautiful, wow. That is so beautiful. It looks like, oh, it's spilling out. Looks like gold. Melted gold is what it looks like. It's shimmery and it's got a very strong smell. Let's smell it. Ooh, that smells really good. The description says it is rose vanilla blended scented. I do definitely smell the vanilla. And I smell the rose too, actually. It smells kind of like a Bath and Body Works like product. It smells really, really good. I really like that. I'm gonna put these to the side. I don't like adding charms to my slime because it's just a big, bulky, hard piece. I don't really see the need. And also, I don't like that they put a bunch of glitter in here and sparkles because it's just gonna get everywhere, so I'm gonna put that to the side. And let's touch the slime. So it said it was coated clear slime. Oh, yep, definitely. And it's very sheer. Oh, it's loose. Interesting. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's so beautiful looking. It literally looks like melted gold. Alright. My camera does have focus issues, so I apologize for that. But yeah, it is definitely just a plain clear slime without the clay in it. It's very beautiful. It's a little bit, plain and kind of boring of a slime on its own, but I almost don't want to add the clay purely because of how beautiful it looks. I mean, I'm going to, don't worry. I have to try my first clay crushing, but I just know once I add that clay into it, it's not going to look like this beautiful melted gold anymore, which is really unfortunate because I think it's just beautiful. I know I keep saying it. like I said, I do apologize. Any cuts in the video are going to be because my camera is out of focus and I'm getting it to focus. Or sometimes it's because of loud sounds in the background. I record really late, but people here are super loud and always up super late, so. And as was the case in part 1, the smell definitely gets stronger as I play with it. But like I said, they will fade over time, so I'm not going to let that hinder my review of the slime. But it is very strong right now. It is very vanilla scented. It smells kind of like a lotion or perfume that would be like vanilla rose. It's very goopy sounding. I'll try to do a couple bubble pops, not too many though, and I do want to add the clay. Wow, that was loud. Okay, that one sounded like a fart. Oh my god. Let's get good bubble pops, please. By the way, if you see any slime fly everywhere, it's probably not this brand's fault. My nails pop out a lot, so I think they get slime wrapped around them and then they fling it. Alright, I think I'm ready to add the clay into it now. As beautiful as it is, say goodbye to the beautiful melted gold. But it's very droopy and heavy on the clear slime. You can tell that it's meant to have clay added to it so it'll harden, so I'd like to add the clay to it now. You know what though? Let me try a drizzle really quick. Just super quick, because it'll look like melted gold. And this slime seems to drizzle on its own, because it's just so heavy and loose, kind of. Alright. Now we're gonna add it in. I'm really excited. This is going to be my very first clay slime. Or not my first clay slime, because I do laugh and fluff, but my first time doing a DIY clay. So I'm really excited. Here is our clay. It is a beautiful pink rose with sparkles. I think that the middle part is so dark because of the time I sprayed it with mist, like I told you. I was just really worried about it getting too dry, because I've heard of that happening, especially since I took a month to open it. So I kind of want to put it on like this, like a beautiful flower in the middle, and then crush it. But since it's my first one, I kind of want to crush it on its own. So I'm going to do that. Oh yeah, it's nice and soft. Oh. I've never really played with clay before like this. I never really bought the dry clay for school or anything like that. So this is actually kind of my first time really feeling it. It's like, you know, it pulls apart really easily. It's not like slime at all. It's so soft though. It's like a marshmallow. It's very soft. I like it. I'm definitely excited to add it to the slime though, because it's not really anything to play with on its own. So I'm going to roll it into a ball and then put it in the center. And I'm going to flatten it. That looks weird. Alright, let's mix it in. Oh, that feels weird. You can like feel the clay in there separated from the slime. That looks so pretty. The pink swirling in with the gold. That looks really cool. The slime is definitely a lot bigger. It kind of looks like bubblegum in there. But yeah, it's doing what I was afraid of it doing. It's definitely getting rid of the beautiful melted gold look. My favorite color is light pink, so I actually do like the way it looks. I just wish I had a separate slime that was the melted gold color, because that was so beautiful. And actually the pink is also overpowering the like shimmer. It's not really shimmery anymore, it's very like opaque and smooth looking. It kind of looks like a big, ginormous wad of bubblegum. But the texture is much nicer. I definitely prefer slime with some clay in it. Without the clay, it's like liquidy and loose and kind of boring, but with the clay, it's a lot more shapeable. It adds a smooth texture to it, which feels really nice. Like, it's so soft right now. I don't want to say foamy, but kind of foamy. By the way, that sound is the slime, not me. If you hear any loud farting sounds, I swear it's the slime. I really like it. I love the clay texture. It's very nice. It's more slimy than my Lav and Fluff slime, but it's got the same vibe, if you know what I mean. It feels really good, and it is ginormous. The clay definitely made the slime way bigger. Since the slime didn't fit in the container even before the clay, then I do know that the slime is not going to fit in its container for sure. I mean, the reason it was so hard to open was definitely because the slime was sticking to the lid. But luckily, I learned after part 1, I kind of learned my lesson, and I went online on Amazon and I bought some containers, little tiny ones, so that I can put any excess slime that doesn't fit in the container in these. In its original container, I mean. And if you are looking to buy these, make sure that you buy ones that say 5 pp on them. I'll say it on the bottom. It's kind of hard to see. It looks like a little triangle with arrows. And it says 5 in the center and then P under it. Those are the types of plastic that you need so that the slime doesn't stick to the container. But I just bought a big pack of these. They're in these really pretty pastel colors. So, because if you watch my part 1, these slimes, I didn't even have mix-in ones and they would not fit back in their containers, so just keep that in mind. I kind of accidentally put my fingers in it, like just to fidget while I was doing that with the container, and the sound it made. I know I've seen other ASMR artists do this when they are doing slime videos, but I never actually realized how satisfying it is to do it yourself. I always thought they just did it for the sounds, but it's actually, it feels really fun. And I think it's sticking to my nails, so it's making like an extra thocky sound. I love that, that's awesome. Alright, let's try to do some bubble pops with it. It's so smooth and nice. And this light bubblegum pink shade is beautiful. It's like my favorite shade of pink. I'm having a little more trouble doing bubble pops than I was with my slimes in my part 1. I think because of the clay, but I'm still able to do them. And if you didn't know, I'm not a professional, so I don't do bubble pops as good as a lot of slime people. Okay, we're just getting like single bubbles. I'm not doing a super good job of bubble popping this one. I couldn't really bubble pop or fluff the Lav and Fluff slime either, so it might just be the clay aspect of it. So I think I might have to give up on this one, but I still really like this slime just for the way it feels and how pretty it is. Because I do really like the feeling of clay slime, how it's just so smooth and soft and fluffy. So it's more of a texture feeling thing rather than a activity thing, if that makes sense. There's so much of it now that it has clay in it. It's very nice. I really like this slime. It was really fun doing the squishing of the clay and mixing the two textures together and feeling how they felt mixed while they were mixing together, and also the visual aspect of watching the two different colors swirl together. It was really pretty. Definitely a fun slime, and I'll definitely play with it now too, just to feel that soft, fluffy feeling, and definitely a really good slime. I'm happy with that one. So let's put it away. I know I won't be able to fit it in its container. I can show you just how much extra there's gonna be. Oh boy, that's not good. Oh my goodness, okay. That's so bad. That's awful. I don't know why they don't give you an extra container. I mean, I know you maybe technically could use this, but this is just like a thin, cheap piece of plastic, and I doubt it seals well, so I'm definitely not going to use it. If you were desperate, you could use it. But I want my slimes to stay in good condition, so that's why I bought those containers. Hopefully they don't have any leakage. I'm sure they'll work just fine. And I love the pastel look of them. And I'm gonna try to color code the lids with the slimes. So we're gonna put this one in a pink one, obviously. Actually, I don't even know if this container is big enough. I got small containers because I figured I wouldn't have that much extra of my slimes. Since the sushi one, I didn't have to take too much of that one out to fit the lid on it, but I just assumed they would all be like that. If you had family members or something, you could take different containers of these and give some of them out to like your kids or something. Once again, that was called Rose Gold Bloom. Alright, for our next slime, this one is called Dreamy Winter Jelly. It's going to be a plain clear slime, and then our add-in for this one is going to be these. I won't tell you what they are. We're just going to take them off, but you can try to guess what they are. Something I really appreciate about this packaging was that they labeled the add-ins so that you knew which one it went to, just in case you forgot or you couldn't tell or anything. So I really appreciate that. And then the charm this one came with is so cute. I love this charm. They had different colors of moons and characters on top, and there were different animals. There was like bunnies and I think cats. I can't really remember, but there was like, I think six or eight different variations. I think there was six of different colored moons with a different type and color of animal on it. So I got the little pink pig on the turquoise moon, or mint. I don't know what color you would call this. Cyan? I don't know my blues very well, but it's very cute. I love the charm. And then we've got a bunch of little colorful stars in it. And I'm not going to be adding the charm as usual, but this one is so cute. I'm definitely going to use it as a decoration or something. And I won't be adding the little stars to my slime, just because I think it would kind of take away from what this slime is meant to be. So first, let's open the slime and see what it's like. Whoa, there's a big bubble. Oh, very strong smell right out. The bubble's growing. You guys, are you seeing this? Oh my god, I'm scared. Why is it growing? Okay. This is a little bit scary, but also kind of cool. I'm just like scared it's gonna like pop everywhere or something crazy. I think it stopped growing. Okay, I'm gonna pop it. Oh, it doesn't pop because it's slime. Okay, I should have seen that coming. That was crazy, what the heck? Anyways, the smell is really strong. Yeah, gross. Okay, it says, sorry. It says pear and white peach. It definitely smells like both of those things, but what it smells like to me is soju, which, don't get me wrong, I love soju. If you don't know what that is, it's a Korean alcoholic drink that's very flavorful. So you kind of almost, I wouldn't say you can't tell it's alcoholic, but it's a lot more subtle than a lot of American alcohols. But it's very fruity. It smells exactly like a bottle of soju. Okay, so let's see. It says Dreamy Winter Jelly is the name of the slime. It says thick coated jelly plus silica sand texture. Oh, you know what? It feels kind of like the free slime we got in part 1. And I guess I was right about the jelly part, because I can tell by like the texture. It's hard for you guys to tell because it's clear, but the texture on the outside and the way that the texture looks and feels is remarkably similar to the free slime we got. Sorry about the pauses. Recording is a very patient process because I have to sit here sometimes for up to 5 minutes just waiting for a train to pass, or a car to pass, or people to stop talking outside my window. Anyways, the difference that I'm noticing between this one and the free one that I got is this one kind of feels more like silicone, maybe, kind of like a silicone gel, like a squishy or something. It feels less slimy, a little more tough. That's probably because the add-ins have to go in it and stay in it. But I really like the jelly. Oh, weird bubble pops again. I really like the jelly texture. It's very fun and nice. I don't really know how to describe it other than calling it a jelly texture. It's like, it's not clear or smooth, it's textured, and it just looks like jelly or something. I'm gonna try to show you up close before we put those add-ons in. If you notice how when I pull it apart, it's not just one smooth, clear consistency. There's some texture in there. That's kind of what I'm talking about. But let's add the add-ons in, because that is the appeal of this slime. That's the whole main part of it. And this slime actually, it seems like there's a lot less. I don't know if it's because I just played with the clay slime, so I'm used to a humongous slime. But it did look like it wasn't overflowing out of the container. So hopefully for this slime, I don't need an extra container. Hopefully they compensated for the add-ins. If you really needed to though, you could use this container. It's plastic and it's got the track kind of screw-on type, so I think it probably would seal really well. But let's get our slime ready to add these in. Kind of lay it down like that, nice and flat. Get my camera to focus. There we go. All right. They kind of look like, I don't know what I'm allowed to say on YouTube. If you've ever seen Breaking Bad, or if you know what Breaking Bad is about, it looks like that stuff that is in Breaking Bad. I can say crystals. Like, it looks like crystals, but the type that are illegal. And actually, I've never done anything like that. Please don't be mistaken. But they feel like crystal rocks. Like that you'd put in a fish tank or something. They are very hard to get out. I almost pulled off a nail trying to get them out. There we go. They make a really good crunchy sound. You can kind of see them in there. It sounds really nice, and I haven't even added it to the slime. It's just so crunchy. Even without the slime, I'm squeezing it, and they're not too sharp. They're actually pretty smooth, even though they aren't round. So I'm really happy about that. If they don't hurt without even being added to the slime, I know they won't hurt in the slime. It's kind of nice that they already added some slime instead of just putting them in the container raw, because you can play with them before they're even in the slime. I think a part of the reason they did it is because it looks like this is made of a tackier, stickier material so that they won't fall out of the slime. Which, so far, this company, like almost all the slimes have had add-ins, and none of them have fallen out, so they seem to definitely have that down. But let's add it to the slime. Gonna kind of spread it apart a little bit and set it in the middle like that. And now I'm going to put the slime on top of itself like I did with the last one. And then let's mix it together. There is definitely a lot of slime compared to rocks, which I'm a little disappointed about because the rocks was the main appeal for me, and I wish I could feel them more. But the slime does feel really good, and the bits of the rocks that I can feel fine. They're not too sharp. They add a nice texture to the slime. The soju smell is a little bit fading. Now, it's smelling kind of a little more like, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like pear or peach, but there's kind of a plastic smell that's in the background, if that makes sense. So it's a little less like soju, but I definitely still smell the soju smell once in a while. And kind of fluffing it up and playing with it, it's turning very kind of white on the slime part and thick and opaque. It kind of already was that just when I added them together, but it's starting to kind of look, it looks like something you'd put in the laundry. Like, I use liquid detergent, but it kind of looks like crystal powder detergent. I don't know how to describe it. It looks weird to me. Alright, let's try some bubble pops. It's getting kind of sticky actually. It's a little bit tacky, I think, from fluffing it up and everything. Considering I fluffed each individual one separate and then mixed them together, that might be part of it. There we go. The bubble pops on it are decent. They might be a little less because it's tacky just from fluffing it already. I'm having a little more trouble than I did with the other ones. So far I think these slimes are better for their add-ins and the way their textures feel. And less made for bubble pops. It was really sticking to my hand, so I tried adding a little bit of lotion. There we go. Those were some decent ones. But we fluffed this one up quite a bit, so let's see if we can get it to fit back in. I think they made room to compensate for the rocks, but I'm not sure with all this fluffing if it'll fit or not. Okay, I don't think that's gonna fit in there. I can tell already. It looks like toothpaste ice cream. Alright, there you go. that is definitely not gonna fit. It is pretty fluffed up, so I will give it that. It might have fit in here if I hadn't have fluffed it up so much. So I'll just have to wait and see if I can get it to fit in here in the future. But right now it definitely doesn't look like it's going to. Once again, that was Dreamy Winter Jelly. And luckily I prepared for this. And I did bring a blue one. Hopefully this is big enough. I'm starting to realize when I fluff these slimes up, I get a lot of extra slime here. Oh, it's almost to the track. Not to the top, but it's a pretty decent amount. And the little blue lid matches very nicely. And now this isn't overflowing at all, so I definitely know the lid will fit on it. That was Dreamy Winter Jelly, and let's move on to our next slime. This next one will be our last slime, and you're going to see why I chose it for the last one in just a second. This was in there separately, but if you can see the bottom of this, or this packet, this glitter leaked everywhere in its bubble wrap that it was wrapped in. And if I touch it, I get glitter all over my fingers. It doesn't look that bad right now, but it was really bad before. But this one is called Pink Sparkle, and I think it's supposed to be based off of pink champagne. And I saved it for last so that the glitter that is already getting everywhere won't get in any of the other slimes. So we have a champagne bottle here and 2 glasses and a bunch of glitter. So let's take that out. I'll move the add-on to the side really quick. Oh, yep, the glitter is leaking out of the bag all over my table. It's even on the tape. There's an actual label on it. I'm not super familiar with champagne brands. It looks like it says Bonaire, if I'm pronouncing that right. But I think these little charms are really cute. Like I said, I purchased these around New Year's, so I think this is another New Year's slime. So just be mindful if you buy a New Year's slime about potential glitter bombs. Look at how cute that is. That's just absolutely adorable. I love that. Alright, now that I have glitter all over my hands, let's open the base slime and see what that's like. It doesn't say anything about it, but it looks like a clear slime to me. Oh, this one has a bubble too. And you guys, oh, you probably can't see it. It's gone now. The label was imprinted on the slime for a second. I really hope you could have seen that. But we've got another big bubble that once again is not satisfying because you can't pop it. Oh, this one's pretty. Definitely a clear slime. It's being very sticky right now. I don't know if that's probably just the way I pulled it out. Oh no, it actually might be. I can't tell if it's the slime or not. It doesn't have its add-on in it though, so I probably shouldn't judge it too harshly. It already has a lot of glitter in it, but let's add the rest of the glitter. I can mostly add it just by rubbing it on the table, since it's all over my table. It is pretty watery. It's kind of like how the gold one was before I added the clay. We've got a lot of glitter in there. Let's cover it right up so it doesn't spill out. And then mix it in. Very pretty, I do like it. I think I wish they would not have let us mix the glitter in ourselves though, just because of the mess. I apologize about the camera going out of focus constantly. It's doing it way more than usual. I always have focus issues, but not usually this bad. So I don't know if the lens is dirty or the angle is bad. I have no idea. It is just like a webcam camera, so that might be what the problem is, but I don't really feel like investing a lot of money into a camera, especially when my channel's so small still. Maybe if it grew in the future I would. The slime's pretty small right now. It's really pretty though. It's like a beautiful pink jelly with gold sparkles in it. This has been the video that you would want cuts in the least, because it's adding stuff and mixing stuff, and yet it's gonna have the most cuts out of any of my IRL videos because everybody is awake right now and driving their vehicles as loud as they can. And the camera is just not cooperating on focus like it usually does. Anyways, I don't want to fluff this one up too much without the add-ins, but the bubble pops are decent. It's kind of hard to do because it's so tiny right now. So let's add in our add-ons. Oh, and this is called Pink Sparkling Slime, I think I mentioned, but I forgot to mention it is champagne toast and pink lemonade scented. I actually didn't even notice the scent, so let me smell it really quick. I think it's unscented. I think the scent might be in the add-in actually, which I guess is our sign to put the add-in in. So let me kind of put this in the middle here, nice and round. And our add-in says pink sparkling on it. I'm excited for this. Oh yeah, it's pure Icee before it's been put in the slime. You know what? This feels exactly, oh gosh, okay, yeah, all the scent is in this one. This feels exactly like my Vapor Bomb, my Vicks Vapor Rub slime from my OG video. This feels almost exactly like it. Actually, not even almost. This does feel exactly like it. Keep in mind these are two different brands. This one's Rodem, but my Vapor Bomb one is by OG, which is a different brand, so that's interesting, but they feel exactly the same. And all the smell is in this little ball right in my hands. It is so strong. It's supposed to be champagne and pink lemonade. I think I smell the pink lemonade. I don't really know what champagne smells like, so I can't tell if it smells like it or not. It's so strong. It smells like a juicy tropical pink lemonade smell. It's not my favorite, but it's not the worst. I do really like playing with this. It's exactly like my Vapor Bomb slime. And the drizzle, oh, it's just like it. It's so good. And it's exactly the same texture when you drizzle it. I love that so much. If you want to see more of this, then I suggest you go back and watch my OG slime video, because I have a slime that's big and it's exactly like this. But anyways, I guess let's add it to our clear slime. If I want to play with this texture, I can go play with my other slime. It feels so nice. I wonder what it's gonna feel like mixed with clear slime. I'm so interested in that. Let's add it to the center here. And then let's mix it in. Oh wow, already I can feel it. That's so interesting. Ooh, and it's turning into a lighter pink. It's very pretty. I can still really feel the fluffy kind of texture of the little pink part. So the clear slime definitely does not overpower that. But I can still, it definitely still feels different. It's like there's a coating on top of it. It's kind of naturally doing bubble pops as I mix it in, which means this might be a really good one for bubble pops. It's very interesting. It's somewhat similar to a clay slime, but it's more icy. And I can see the kind of cloud and tearing inside. It's very cool looking. It's kind of hard to see unless you're up close, because it's so shiny and light colored. It's almost white. But just trust me, the texture is so interesting. It's not the same as a clay slime, even if it might look like it on camera. I feel like the camera and the lighting is kind of making it a lighter color than it is. It's a little more pink in person, and you can't really see the gold sparkles. Oh yeah, you can. You can see them when they shine. Let's try a drizzle. So yeah, it's not the same. It doesn't have the snow look to it. This is very interesting. And I keep saying that. I don't really have the words to describe the texture of it. Let me try thinking. It's more snowy and icy than a clay slime. And maybe it's got almost a jelly-like outer texture, kind of like the jelly slime. It's a little tougher. It's tougher to pull apart. It sounds really good. You can like hear little bubbles in it. Let's try doing bubble pops. I don't think I'll be able to do it very well, because I can never do bubble pops with my vapor bomb slime. Actually, maybe I can. The clear slime might be enough. Like I said, it's not the easiest like part one. All these slimes don't seem to be. Well, there's a little hard piece in here. I will say I don't really like the scent of this one. It's pretty fake smelling. sure it'll fade out. Obviously, like I keep saying, it's really strong right now though. And I don't really like this one. Like I said, it just smells really fake. It kind of smells like a cheap slime you'd buy at a store. It definitely doesn't feel like one, which is what's most important to me. Definitely texture, but I gotta say I do not like the smell. It's like kind of like a cleaner, maybe, like a chemically kind of smell. Like if Lysol disinfectant spray came out with a pink lemonade champagne scent. But overall, this one has just such a unique texture. I really like it. It's really nice. I think I could see myself playing with this one more than my Vapor Bomb one, just because you can do a lot more with it because of the clear slime add-on. The Vapor Bomb one's definitely a lot, you know, fluffier, icier, still has a really cool feel to it. I definitely would still play with that one and squeeze it, but this one just has the kind of play factor to it that's really nice, but you can still really kind of feel the inside material. And I really apologize for how my focus behaved in this video. I really hope it didn't take it away from you at all. Because these slimes were really cool and it was really fun doing all the mix-ins and add-ons. And I really wish that the video was just easier to record because it's like everything was thrown against me in this one. Just neighbors and vehicles, and the camera focus is just every 5 seconds. You probably don't notice as much because I'm gonna cut them out, but every 5 seconds it goes out of focus. It's even slightly out of focus right now. And what I've been doing to bring it back into focus every time is I try to freeze what I'm doing so that you don't notice it too bad. And then I'll bring this charm that I got from the rock slime because it has a lot of details on it and it's big. And the camera usually can figure out how to focus. Oh, yep, see, just like that. From that. But for some reason, when I'm playing with the slimes, or even when I show my hand, it's not focusing on that. Usually I can just put my hand out and it'll focus, but I'll try to get that fixed before next video. I'll try to wipe off my lens and maybe figure out a better angle for my camera. I'm not 100% sure what's causing it. This slime is really nice. I really like this one. Dare I say, this one could be my favorite. I really like all three of the slimes in this one, so I feel reluctant to say that, but I think it is my favorite out of these three. But keep in mind, I do still really like both of the other ones. They're all unique in their own way. And I did forget to tell you my favorite from last video. But my favorite actually did end up being the sushi one that looked like rice with the little orange frog spawn balls in it. I do still really like the popcorn one. I absolutely hate the Lego one. I gave the Lego one to my partner, and he pulls the Legos out and picks all the slime off of them, and then he found out that you can build the Legos together on that one, which is actually pretty cool. But as far as the slime goes, it was a bad slime. But out of 6 slimes, only one of them being bad, and it was one that I kind of knew would be bad because I just bought it for the charm, and I could tell by looking at it it would be too sharp. 5 out of 6 is really good, so I'm definitely going to purchase more slimes from this slime company. I really appreciate that I got a free slime, and $60, you know, that's probably like 4 slimes. And then might as well buy 2 extra to get the free shipping, so it's really cool. I think the slimes were really unique. They had a really big selection compared to other stores I looked at. Once again, this is not sponsored. But yeah, overall my satisfaction with Rodem Slimes was really good. My biggest gripe, as I've said over and over, these containers are way too small. So if you end up wanting to buy from them, I would definitely recommend maybe purchasing some containers first. They're pretty cheap on Amazon. You can get like, I don't remember how many I got. I think I got like 12 for $10 or something like that. I got a reasonable amount. So they're not too expensive, and you could just get smaller packs too. You could just get like a pack of 4, but I definitely would recommend doing that just because this company, the only flaw I would say is the containers. Maybe the smells. Some of the smells were pretty fake smelling, or I just didn't personally like them. But that doesn't bother me as much because I know that the smells fade pretty quickly on slimes, and I just kind of ignore them and hold them far enough away that it doesn't matter. But yeah, my biggest gripe is the container sizes. So it looks like this one's not fitting. I did fluff it up a bit so it might fit after it sinks back down. We'll see. So I will take some of this and put it in a container. I didn't bring another pink one because I wasn't expecting to need so many containers. I wasn't expecting every single one of them to need one, but I'll put it in a yellow one for now and just transfer it after I end the video into a pink container. But for now, I'll put it in here. And that is going to be our last slime. Alright, here are all of our slimes and all of their containers. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm sorry if there was a lot of cuts. I know I've apologized for that a lot, and I've said that a lot, so you probably get the gist by now. But I do want you to know I'm sorry. Anyways, I hope that you have a good day or night or whatever time that it is for you. And if you are watching this video to sleep, then I hope that you have a good sleep. Good night.